Okay, today is March the 19th, 2016. We're watching the Northeast Pacific Water Vapor Loop, and at about 3 minutes to midnight, we have a temperature of 53 degrees in the foothills of Los Angeles. We've got a relative humidity of 75%. We've got a barometric pressure of 29.98, or about 1,015 millibar, and the dew point is 45 degrees. We had chemtrail aerosols, heavy spraying all day long in Los Angeles. That was because of some moisture moving into the area. And so we naturally will see chemtrails being sprayed. Can't get away from that. We have a shot of damp weather. We've got moisture moving through the area, and we always have the jets out spraying, and they were spraying very heavily today. Okay, let's go back to the water vapor map. We can see a very long high pressure zone that's been built in to separate this next moisture field from getting mixed in with this system. This is a part of the jet stream right here. This is winding down and moving up and into Canada. And part of that is actually getting back into the core of this system and spinning around. But this is a man-made feature that's generated by a radar, and that is done intentionally to separate these moisture fields from that core. We have another Gale force storm right here. This is a gale today, by the way. That was a storm, but now it's a gale. This second system actually has a rectangular feature right here on the last few frames. If we just scroll through here, right here, you can see a square feature right there. Just go backwards a little bit, we can see that right there. Okay. So this has a transmitter on it. We can see the heat all the way down around the core of that. And that will weaken the system. Same thing over here. This is been hit for the last 3 days straight. We have a transmitter, a second transmitter right down here. It is disrupting this jet stream flow. And we'll take a look here in the infrared map. There's a dry area all through here. This should have this gale force system should have a long tail. The front should extend way down here and be moving right into California. But we've got high pressure installed here for about the 5th or 6th day. I think about the 6th day right here. And that is going to block a lot of this weather. So this will extend, this will actually ride up and over probably into Washington and Oregon. Northern California may get some of this. We'll have to keep an eye on it. We will see more chemtrails tomorrow, Sunday, because of all this residual moisture moving in. Jets will be out spraying to prevent any rain. All right, here's the jet stream map right here. You can see that got some flow moving down, and it winds up going north and into Canada. And we have a second flow down here south of Hawaii moving east and up through Mexico. Okay, here's the western U.S. water vapor loop, and we can see part of that former storm system. This is now a gale force system, and that transmitter right here is generating a lot of heat, and that's cutting off the moisture field that would be winding into creating this front. It should be moving in and delivering rain, but we've got the high pressure, we got the chemtrails, and then we got the transmitter stopping all the moisture from flowing in. So we're having a hard time getting rain this year. We've had 13.8 inches, but that's about half of what we would normally have on a bad year. Okay, there's the infrared loop. We can see there's not much of a front on this system. It should extend fairly far down and move right into California and deliver some rain to this parched area in Southern California. Instead, we're getting a chemtrail. We're getting sprayed. Okay, here's the Pacific Surface Analysis map. And we can see that Gale force system right here, 984 millibar system moving to the east. We've got that stationary high pressure still right down off of, extending all the way up to Northern California and down all through this entire area. Actually, we've got the Hawaiian Islands right here. We've got high pressure, which is going to block this system here, which is also moving to the east. This is that other system we were looking at that has a rectangular feature on it right here. This is moving to the east. This high pressure here will block that system. This will have to move up and over. That'll protect the islands down here from that system. And as the summer approaches, we're going to see monsoonal flow up into California. We'll keep an eye on that. And also these hurricanes. We've got very warm waters out here because of the HARP transmitters, these phased array transmitters, which are opening up thousands of square miles of open ocean to direct sunlight. If we go back to the infrared map, for instance, these transmitters are creating areas of wide open ocean without much cloud cover. Currently not in this map. We can't see that right now too well, but down here off Hawaii, for instance, they've got high pressure, and a lot of this ocean is being exposed to UV and infrared from the sun, and that will warm the waters. I believe that's what's happening. I think these transmitters are causing a lot of the trouble with the extraordinarily warm ocean waters right up here. In this area, we have last year and this year we've had persistent high pressure installed right off the California coast. This year, however, they're allowing some of the rain in, and so a lot of these systems are moving down a little further south. And last year, they were moving up over Washington and down diagonally across the country and dumping a lot of snow in the northeast. All right. Okay, so we saw this map. Let's take a look next at the MODIS Today map. A lot of chemtrail spraying. You can see that up north here. Long trails. There's trails all over the place here. We can just scroll around a little bit and see these trails are all through the picture here. And the chemtrail haze is very easy to detect. This gray stuff, this is all the chemtrail haze. If we go offshore, we can see some natural clouds. These are natural clouds. This very white stuff. This gray stuff here over the tops of these clouds is the chemtrail mix. And these are two different things. This is not water vapor. This is a chemical mix. Always remember that the clouds over here are brilliant white. That's how you determine what is real and what is not, by the color. Chemtrails are a gray, off-white, basically a light gray color. We can see them. They're all over. Okay. Right here, this is all chemtrail mix right there. Got some real clouds running vertically through here. But all this stuff here is all chemtrail mix. Okay, and we see some streaks here. All right. Let's take a look now at the eastern U.S. water vapor loop. We can see thunderstorms over Mexico. Everything's moving out to the east. We have something spinning here, low pressure system. They've got a transmitter around that. We can see the dry area. It's kind of a dry upper level low, it looks like, right here. Okay, let's take a look at the ocean swell report for the East Pacific. We have 32-foot swells in the core of that Gale Force system. We've got very high seas moving toward California, Oregon, and Washington. We've got 10, 12, 15, 18, and 20, 24-foot swells moving in. So by Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see some high surf off the west-facing beaches of California and Oregon and Washington. Here's the sea level pressure map. You can see that high pressure is still installed in place right here, 1019 millibar. That's going to block this weather system, most of it, except for maybe up here. This is Northern California. They may get some rain, but we're not going to get any rain. We've got chemtrails on the menu for tomorrow. Here's the 500 millibar. You can see some low pressure down here. Got the low up here, a couple lows, another low over here, that upper level right there. Here's the 300 millibar. And we can see some squiggly lines right here. Got low pressure indicated here. All right. Last, let's take a look at the SSEC water vapor map. We can see the chemtrails in pretty good detail. as this gale force system moves in. This is the front moving in towards California. We've got a lot of aerosol activity going on all through this area right here offshore, and by tomorrow morning we'll probably all have headaches when we wake up and burning sinuses. So that's what we've got to look forward to for tomorrow. They're spraying all through here, and we've got that high pressure. There's the clockwise rotation, that stationary high pressure right there. That's keeping Southern California high and dry. No rain. Okay, so that's the summary for today. We will definitely do an update tomorrow. And let's just hope that somebody falls asleep and hits the off button on the transmitter that's got this thing parked in place. Maybe we can get some rain out of this thing. Who knows? But the way it looks now, we won't get any rain. They've got that high parked right there. Okay. All right, that's it. We'll do another one tomorrow.